Hi there, everybody in YouTube land. I hope you had a great Easter. yeah, yeah. I know it's been a long time since I been on the live, and I was gonna go soon earlier, but things have came up. I had a little flood problem in my bathroom that wound up in my big stuff room, that wound up in my closet, and I had to rip the whole room apart. Ah, it was an odyssey. But you know what? Praise the Lord. Things did not get ruined so far. So good. And I've been working furiously. It started at the end of March. Well, this is the big stuff month. We're going to get to the close of the Biggie Jubilee. And on the 27th, we're going to have a Biggie Odyssey. Talk about Odyssey. 2021. Well, I've been trying to get a couple of things done, but being behind schedule on the old flood situation, I figured I'll take a little break and do a fresh video to say hi to all my friends. Also, I want to introduce something I've been working on before we had a problem. I've been making puppets on our two characters that are in the Big Stuff movie. I've got to work on a Big Stuff puppet too. And these two characters here are popular. Everybody likes them. I know everybody likes this one. Homie Clipsio. Clipsio. Let's make some eclipses. And of course, we got Embryo. Hi now, everybody. It's me, Embryo. And I'm going to be working on a biggie. And we'll do some kind of puppet show stuff. Oh, wow. Can we make some eclipses? Sure can. Oh, where's Biggie? Well, we got to make Biggie yet. Okay. Well, I may have a video later on of me making the Big Stuff puppet. Hi, everybody. It's Eclipsio away. I'm going to make some eclipses. Embryo, that's me. I got to play some tricks on Biggie. Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been working on some puppets, and I was getting ready for the big stuff until I had a little flood situation. Yeah, floods. Well, all I know is that I got everything pretty much under control. I was going through the history of my cartoons, the last video of where my cartoons are, and I had to dig through that closet anyway to get out some old collectible stuff that I had from years and years, and going through part of my history, get to work on it. Animatronic builder. Hi there, how you doing? Wow, I like your animatronics. Wait, wrong voice. He's the one that says that. Hey, Eclipsia, you're mimicking me. A little bit on the dyslexic side. I did the wrong voice, the wrong puppet. Yeah, I see. Oh, hi, animatronic builder. How are you doing? It's me, Eclipsio. I like to make eclipses. And I am Embryo. Hi, Sonic Robin. How you doing? I'm here with Eclipsio and Embryo. Hey, why don't we do some question and answering thing? Do you have any questions about me? Or me, Embryo? Let us know. We like to answer them. So has anybody got questions for the two guys? A shout out! I'm glad we had a great celebration of Jesus' resurrection day. Yep, wonderful the Lord. we wouldn't be saved from the full sin. He made a way. He paid the price. And praise the Lord, Jesus. His sacrifice gave us new life, a chance to be reconciled to him so that we can have eternal life with him as well. Yeah, everybody who calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. That's right. Our Creator, He's wonderful. He's created everybody. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Yep. And I like making things as well, like I made YouTube puppets. We always have. The Lord's created every one of us. And He's got great plans for each and every one of us. And He also knew us even before we were an idea. You mean to tell me before you were even an embryo? Yep. Before I was an embryo. Before that sperm hit the egg. He knew me. Wow. What a wonderful God. You know, another thing, He's always thinking good thoughts of us. Oh, that's great. What about the eclipse? Oh, yeah, that. Well, He's created the heavens and the earth, the sun and the moon. The moon for the night, and the sun for the day, to divide the day and the night. And of course, the reflection of the sun shines off on the moon at night. That's what makes it glow. Ow! You mean to tell me the moon does not have its own light? Right. It reflects the light off of the sun. And all of us who have Jesus in our hearts, we reflect the light and the love of the Lord off to others as we share the goodness and the kindness of the Lord while we celebrated Easter. Oh, that is wonderful. Hey, anybody got questions for Eclipsio? Or embryo? Where are our ears? Oh, talking about ears, look at the astronaut. I think Biggie is all ears, don't you think? That's funny. You put ears on the astronauts. Well, with Easter, I wanted to be silly. Yeah. Hazy has ears and Jim has ears and let he who have ears listen to the word of the Lord. Yeah, I never thought of it that way. Yeah. Yeah, listen to the word of the Lord. He has the wisdom. Yeah, he always said in the Bible, didn't he? But I didn't think he wanted to talk ears like that. Well, I was just being funny, Easter, rabbits, reproduction, springtime, happiness, hopping around. Oh, hopping around. Hey, why don't you get Super Frog? Well, yeah, I only have two hands, but to do two puppets, I wonder you gotta go someplace. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll make an eclipse and then I'll come back later so you can get Super Frog. Okay? Okay, Eclipsio. Oh, okay. I go with him for a second, get Super Frog. And I'll bring Eclipsio back later. Let me show you Super Frog. The greatest frog is me. I sit in the lake so free. Oh, catching crickets, it's my job. So I sing for that. I am Super Frog. Yeah. Hi there, Super Frog. Well, Super Frog and Embryo. If we go back into my cartoon career, I designed the Super Frog originally in 1966. Yeah. And then I designed Embryo, of course, in 1970 with big stuff. And I also designed Eclipsio in 1970. So that's when I designed these characters in my cartoon career. And, well, making some of them into puppets, bring them to life. Yeah, and she's going to do big stuff. and she'll have some shows showing how she makes it from scratch. But she has to clean up the flood first, right? Yeah, I know. I had to stop because the flood. I had to clean all that stuff up. There was just too many things to do at one time. And I figured, let me get this show done. I know everybody's wondering where I am. It's April, it's the big stuff month. And we're going to have a biggie Odyssey 2021 coming up, and we have to get things ready. We can't let a little thing like a flood get us down, right? That's right. We have to get it all together. Oh, hello, Nintendo DS, and what do you like to do? Or what do I like to do? Metro. Who's that question for me? What do I like to do? Or is that for Embryo, Eclipsio, or Super Frog? Well, I can tell you what I like to do. You know what I like to do. I like making big stuff cartoons and animation. I like making things move like behind me. I like making puppets. I like to create all kinds of stuff. I make things move like behind me. I make puppets in my cartoons. I make my animated movies. And I just have fun sharing my stuff with you. That's what I like to do. And I give all the glory and praise unto the Lord. I'm going to put you to that for a second because I got to get something to drink. My throat's a little on the dry side. Okay. I also want to show you some other stuff too that I've been doing. Well, Super Frog, you come here later on. The puppets will come back, and we'll do some more scenes and skits. So I like to do all kinds of stuff. I like making puppets. I like animation and all kinds of stuff. Gotta wet the whistle. Yeah. Well, I don't know where I left off last video. It's been so long because I wanted to keep up on track. I know I was going back to the very early years and all. I got some paintings of. I'm going to be doing some animations, and I want to do a portfolio video virtually before this year is over. I hope to get it all done because there's a lot of work that's going to be done in it. Where there'll be an autobiography of the history of all my cartoons, how I became an animator, how I got interested in animation, how I designed all my cartoons, the story behind each and every one of my cartoons, and each of my cartoons would be reconstructed as if I was able to animate way back then when I first created a character. That's what the animation would look like. And I would do a little skit about the history and about what it is, and a little short little video on it. I'm sure a lot of you out there seen the very funny video I did with Embryo, Big Stuff, and Grogu. The little alien from Star Wars, the little green guy, the jelly bean guy. You know what I mean? The little baby Yoda. And it's kind of funny when it did in that one. Everybody kind of likes that one. I'll get more to that. There'll be a longer story. That's what I was working on before I had the flood. That was just a scene that was going into a little bit longer skit, about 15-minute thing I was putting together. I hope to get it done. As soon as I get it done, it will come up online. So look for it. It's What's Up. It's the name of the cartoon. You could only imagine what happens to Biggie. Have you made an embryo animatronic? Oh, yes, I'm going to be working on one. Matter of fact, here's a baby embryo head that I just made. I found the mold. I made this mold a long time ago of embryo. This is what he looks like with our hair. And I'm thinking about making a little animated one, but I have to get some servos. And he's going to move his head and his hands, and they're going to have him talking. So I am working on an embryo animatronic. Yep, here he is. He's got a squishy face right now. I just poured him. I'm also going to do Eclipsio, Big Stuff, Jim, and Hayes as well. When I make the hard rock bears, I would like to do that. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe one day, yeah. I was thinking about that. Actually, I wanted to make those guys, yeah, because I kind of got a kick out of them. I like repeat. Repeat. Yeah, that's what I said. Repeat. I like that scene. I know what the guy with the chicken. That cracked me up. That was funny. Aaron Fisher. Aaron Victor. I think it's Fisher or Victor. I can't remember how you pronounce his last name. But all I know is Aaron. He is the most funniest. I mean, he's very creative too. He made some wonderful animatronics. My dream is to make a real gun. Actually, I'm working on a real Billy Bob. I got a real Billy Bob head that I bought from Aaron, the actual face, and that big Billy Bob that I have in the back over there that I made a couple years back. I don't know. I'm gonna see if you can see it. I'm looking. See my house? How upside down everything is. I see it's buried behind. It's over there, buried behind the boxes. I'm gonna put the face on there and rebuild it, but I gotta find the right plush. I want to find the right color plush, and I need to get some money up. Like I said, I had that money scam, and it kind of stopped me from doing things like that. So I'm doing things I'm able to do with stuff I have. Like I'm going to be working on puppets right now. Yeah, I'm Eclipsio, and I'm getting into the show and I'm going to show people how to make puppets. Yeah, and I'll have available one of my scenes when I show how to make a puppet. I'm gonna make a basic puppet pattern, and I don't know how to upload it so you can print it, but I'm gonna photograph the pictures and I'm gonna put it on the video and keep it on the video long enough so you could freeze frame it and print it from there. The only way I know how to do it because I don't have modern equipment. My equipment's old, way old technology I'm working with right now. So I'm not able to do stuff because I don't really have much money because I lost all that money. Yeah, she lost almost $10,000. That's a lot of money. Yeah, if I only had that money, I need an air conditioner so badly. And I was hoping to get an air conditioner, and that's what happened. Scammers, beware of scammers out there. So when people call me, I say, if you don't talk to you and I don't know who you are, I don't pick you up here anymore. And I don't follow any scammers. People try to sell me stuff. I don't know them. I'm not buying nothing. I have to be very careful now because I, I, um, I learned my lesson real good. Too bad I had the inexpensive one. Now I got the flood to worry about. Yeah, just need a flood. A big stuff. You know what? Most people will go insane if things like this. I one bad thing after another. But because I got the Lord. And I got my characters. I keep up on the happy times, I let my characters keep me happy. And I got the Lord. And the Lord's given me a great gift. So I can share with you guys. And I got all of you over there. So that is why I'm able to be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. As long as all my precious things are okay, I'm happy. I did some of my stuff. Some of my things got messed up, but I was able to fix them. But I'm able to find things. I've been looking for some stuff for my movie. Right, to see some of the old stuff and how I was go back when I'm trying to get together my history of my cartoons. I'm going to show you some drawings that I've done, some of my cartoons. Now, this here Eclipsio puppet is the original way Eclipsio was when I first made him in 1970. This is what he originally looked like. The original Eclipsio. Yeah. Oh, Eclipsio. The original Eclipsio used to have teeth, almost looked like a vampire teeth, but I didn't like that. I don't do that anymore because it didn't look too bad. I mean, I want to make my kid was alien, aliens had different teeth, and it looked good at the moment when I did it when I was an 11-year-old kid, but then I changed that part. But pretty much this was his original design of Eclipsio. It was originally a black and yellow puppet. Now, of course, some of the cartoons have a little orange on his belly over here, and new one, modern one, but that's because I want to make it match up a little with Embryo, the more modern. But I don't know. I'm going to show the pictures and show you what the original looks like, and see how many people like it. Let's see. That's amazing. I want to read. I'm going to read up some of your things before I show you the pictures. Animatronic builder. That's so cute. And I'm going to see. Sonic Robin says, Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Nintendo DS says that's amazing. Thank you. Uh, Andrew Games V. Can you make a munch animatronic? I would like to do that, but it's hard to find purple fur. I don't have purple fur. You need purple fur for him. I was thinking about making some of those. I like the dog in the Chuck E. Cheese. What's his name? Oh, I know his name. I don't know why I can't. I know his name, but when I'm talking when I'm live, I always forget his name. I don't know why. After I get off online, it comes to me. It's like, you know who I mean, right? The doggy. Jasper. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, I like Jasper when he plays the guitar. I, I was looking at how they animatronics they were showing on online, the Chuck E. Cheese ones, how they made them. There was one that was skinned, and it showed the mechanical how it was very simply made. That's they're like the animatronics and them was like a toy compared to what Aaron makes. Aaron's animatronics are more complex. He's got more moving parts on his. That's why his will move more realistic. Uh, the Chuck E. Cheese has lesser movements. There's only 6 movements in each one of those characters, where Aaron's characters, I think the least amount of movements is 10 to 12. He's got more movements. He got eyelash. He doesn't only have the eyes up and then close and go back and forth, and the head go back and forth. But on Billy Bob's got to head going back and forth. His head turning this way. His head going up and down. He has him swishing like this. He's got him going forward. He's got him playing the guitar with his hand going up and down, the guitar going up and down. His other arm, his wrist. He has more movements. His arm goes up. Chuck E. Cheese doesn't stand a chance to do it. Animatronics that Aaron does. There's more movements in one of his than I guess the whole set of old entire Chuck E. Cheese set that's up there. And I don't know, Pasquale. I don't know who programs Pasquale, but in some of the videos, Pasquale does not know how to play drums. You should have stuck with the xylophone. When he plays the drums, he's like this. You don't play drums that way. I don't know who programmed him, but he needs help. He's like, you gotta move when you're playing drums, like Duke does. My favorite's Duke too. I like Duke. He's a good drummer. I like Billy, but I could probably like them all. My real favorite is, of course, Billy Bob. He's the cute. He's got that cute smile. That's why I had to get a face of him. He has the real one. I love his smile. He's very cute. He's a very nice bear. I like his whole look on him, and I love his personality. He's cute. Aaron did a nice job when he made Billy Bob. And that's a funny thing too. I got cartoon characters with that name too. I was looking at one of my old cartoons, and when I have a cartoon called Billy Bob also. It was one of my frogs in Foggy Revelation, I think it was. Foggy Revelation Billy Bob's in. I think Foggy Revelation or Foggy 2000 or Foggy Odyssey. One of those 3 movies he's in. I am Billy Bob. That's a popular name. There's a lot of characters named Billy Bob. I guess if you look up on YouTube, Billy Bob, will come up to a whole bunch of different type of cartoons with that same name. I think the original Billy Bob name came from Howdy Doody. I think that was the original Billy Bob, I think. How many of you know Howdy Doody, the puppet Howdy Doody? That was my good old days from the puppets way back then. Let's see. Have I made an embryo animatronic? Yes, I'm going to work on one. I'm going to make a small one first, then I'm going to make a life-size one to go with the big dolls I have in the other room once I get the room cleaned up. But right now, I'm working on a small embryo. This is his head. These are latex rubber head that I made. I formed them. I may also make an animatronics on the other guys. Let me show you. I got the. But I gotta get some servers. I guess get some money up. I'm just preparing everything. And I have another head here. Well, it's like embryo because they're both cousins. So we're gonna make embryo and eclipsio. And of course, poor Fred Hayes. And then we got, of course, Fred Hayes. And then we got they get a little smashed. Blow his head up. It's big stuff. Hey, I'm gonna be an animatronic. I'm gonna move my heart kind of funny. Hi, oh Biggie. I'm making a small one. These is just gonna have like a head movement and an arm movement. Of course, because I'm doing a small set. And then eventually I'm gonna make bigger ones. And then of course, where'd Jimmo go? Oh yeah. Well, I can't forget Captain Jimmo, Jim Lobo. The old pro. I'm going to make a new invention. Ha ha ha. Yeah. So we got Jim. We got Hayes. We got the big stuff. We got the embryo. And then I got another head here for eclipsio. So I'm going to be putting these guys together. And I'll be showing step by step how I make these as animatronics. I'm going to paint them up and all, but it'll be a while before I do that because I got to take care of a flood that happened in the middle. So I had to stop production on things for a while. I was hoping to get that part done before the, and I also got a super frog too. I had to paint them. Let's see. I got that one. I also got big ones too. I have a lot of stuff I'm working on. I don't know what to do first. Right now, I got to clean up a flood up. I got boxes everywhere. I got to go through these. I figured I'd take a break from all that for a while. Share a little video with everybody. And say Happy Easter because I haven't seen you guys in a while. Do you sculpt them? Yes, I do. I first make them out of clay first. And then after I make the clay head, I make a plaster mold. And after I make the mold, I pour the latex rubber into it. And I make the positive head out of rubber. Or I could pour, I used to have a thing called liquid paper mache. I am looking for where I can find that. Because when I originally made those dolls, I had liquid paper mache. And I made small dolls of the same heads. Because I originally had the molds already made. And this is a doll finished. That's what they would look like. Now, this is liquid paper mache. It's almost like a ceramic, but it's not. It's liquid paper mache, but it's got that ceramic look to it. It's Mr. Big Stuff. And then I gotta take these out. I don't smash. Hold on. I'll move the rubber heads here. Here, let me show you. This is the same mode as this. Let's see. This is unpainted. This is in rubber. This is in the plaster. When this is painted up, it will look like this one. And the doll will look like this. These are plastic hands that I got that I made on here. And what I'm going to do when I make the animatronics is going to stand up or sit down. I was thinking about making them sit either in the capsule, a command module capsule. I was thinking about doing. I'll have them standing up, but deciding which way I want to do it. I'm deciding if I want to make the hands go up and down like that, or have the bodies moving back and forth. Or make them move all different ways. Small birds, they'll be about the size of this when they're finished. Let me show you the other one. This is Jim Noble. Do we have Jim Noble? Let's see. That's Jim Noble. That's what Jim Noble is. And there's a Jim Noble head in the rubber. The reason why his ears sticking out a little more because it's inside of the rubber. And that's probably the way it came out of the mold, but see, it's supposed to be like that. When I fix it up, I'll probably pretty much look. But let's see when it comes out of a mold. Out of rubber. Of course, last but not least, we can't leave out the hazy boy, old Fredo. And there's Fredo's head and Fredo. So that's what he'll look like when he's painted. Yeah, I'm the funny one. I'm going to push me push mouth. Hayes, stop doing that. You never know what's going to happen in space. That's what boys have a does on them. Let's put it this way. This is some swag on the swag. The swig swag. The swag it. Jack swag it. Swag on the swag it. Yep. So that's a couple of the dolls I made. My big stuffs. Well, I'm going to show you some pictures of some of my cartoons I've done. Well, I don't know, for those who just came on, here's Eclipsio. I am Eclipsio. And I make puppets too on them. Yeah. And then I got to make some hand rods so to make the hand move. I just didn't get the wire so it could be done. The wire and the wood that needs to be used so we can make it move. And then I'll have some hand rods and I can move to my heart as I'm doing. And she won't have to hold them. Right? Right. It'd be easy to make eclipses that way. I'm the funny one. Yeah, I can get silly. I'll probably do some videos too when I get all the puppets together. Do some skits, some shows, act out some of the stories that were never animated from my childhood way back. Puppetry is kind of a fun way of doing it too. I like making puppets and I like making all kinds of stuff. Well, let me show you some of the cartoons down in the payers. Whoops, I just dropped something. Okay. Hang on a minute here. See, talking about Eclipsio, I was talking about before. This is Eclipsio. The original way he looked when I first made him. And you'll be seeing some animations of him like that. But you know what? I'm going to be Eclipsio. It's time for Eclipsio. And the 51st year celebration of him, he's going to get a girlfriend. Her name is Luna. She's one of my new cartoons. Eclipsio and Luna. Luna's going to be coming out soon. This is Luna. Eclipsio's girl. She makes lunar eclipses. He makes solar eclipses. Two of them to get them both eclipsy. And they're going to have fun. You see, Luna's body is almost like a moon. She has like a shape of a moon kind of thing. Eclipsio is more like a sun. It's more the solar. The solar and the Luna. Ain't that cute? When I was doing the animation, I had a sometimes I have to make just a head separate for animation purposes. So that's Luna's head, just a head. So that's my newest cartoon character, Luna. So Eclipsio gets a girlfriend soon. This is Croaker from Foggy 2000. That's Croaker the Frog. And this is Gus the Frog, his head. Gus is in the Foggy 2000. He's an African bulldog. Of course, we all know Embryo. I had to do a side view of him. That's the one I animated when I did the Gurguru one. I needed a side view of Embryo, so I had to sketch him out on a side view, and then I did a side view of Zygote. And then I did a side view of Eclipsio. That's the new Eclipsio. Now, Eclipsio's father and Embryo's father and mother, I come from a group of aliens called the Hughes. This is Embryo's father called Green Bean Hugh. There's a movie that I uploaded on the TV. I gotta try to see if I can get this movie done another way. My other camera didn't work, and I had to do it. But these characters are good hues. They have all different colors. And in the Spotty the Fish cartoons, there was one goldfish character called Leo the Lionhead. I didn't have time to really draw him out when I made the movie, The Unseen World, Spotty the Fish. In another episode, when Biggie goes back to the Unseen World, this is the face of Leo the Lionhead goldfish. He looks kind of funny as just the head, doesn't he? But that's just the head. I didn't have to draw the body because I already had the body in animation. Then I made a cartoon of the space ape. There's well, actually, let's first do it. There's animated characters I did in 19 yeah, in 1985, called the Cubmos and the Cubmos and the Cubnots. I forget what the name of the other characters are, but they were animals, space animals. And Cubmos was the bear, and this is Cubmos, the space bear. I was made him. He's in one of the big stuff cartoons I'm working on. A new one coming up. And then, of course, there's a Ham, who's a space ape. There's a cartoon on Ham. This is Little Paul, which is from Biggie and My Best Friend. I had to animate him. That's Paul's face. Little Paul. He's a little boy that takes care of Embryo when Biggie's not around. When Biggie got to go work, he tries to keep the aliens in bay. Entertains them when there. This is the face of Carl Sagan when I animate the Carl Sagan cartoon. See, I just had to make heads because I already had the bodies. This is Jubilee Sally. And she's Sally, Sam's girlfriend, which is another cartoon character. She's got a glorified body. She can run in the speed of light. She was inspired by my favorite actress called Sally Field. Didn't see it as a little Sally Field on her. Then there's a singer that I like. I don't know if many people know Wooly Bully, Little Red Riding Hood, way back in the 60s. Group called Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. Well, I made a cartoon on them in 1972. And Jubilee is Sam's girlfriend. And this is Sam from Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. This is one of the Pharaohs. This is Butch Gibson. He's a trickster too, like Fred Hayes. And he likes to play tricks on Sam and everybody. He's a little bit like Eclipsio too. He's the redhead. He's a goofy one. This is Ray Stennett. He likes to play drums. Yeah, I guess him and Duke should get together and play a drum solo, huh? This is Jerry. He likes to go fishing all the time in the cartoon. He's always catching fish. Every time he casts his line, but he winds up getting caught on either Sam or one of the other fowls, and he tosses them in the water. Sometimes big stuff joins in, and big stuff winds up in the water. And he says, Jerry, I don't want to be in the water. I'm not a fish. This is Dave Martin, another one of the fowls from the group. He's a goofy boy. He does funny stuff. So then we have Leon the Lion. Here's the lion from a movie I made called End of the World. Not to get confused with Quest, which is Logos. Logos the lion is a totally different lion than Leon. Leon was one of the first lions in my cartoons. Then I had another lion called the Singing Lion. He looks a little bit like Chewbacca, kind of, right? I made him way back in 1972. But it had nothing to do with Chewbacca. He was the Singing Lion. Then I had a wolf called Wolverine. That was the wolf, which is almost like the Plastices wolf now, my Quest cartoon. But they used the old reference from the old wolf I made way back then. But Plastices and Wolverine are two different wolves. He's a fun wolf. Plastices is a bad wolf. See, Plastices wolf got these eyebrows and different eyes. I mean, Wolverine. I got mixed up. Wolverine's got the different eyeballs and different eyes, different ears. But the color's about the same. That's about all. It's the same pretty much. And this is Leo the Lion. He was one of the first lions I made too. He goes way back when I did cartoons on the Osmond Brothers. And then that TV show came out, the Osmond Brothers cartoon, so they beat me to it, kind of. So I didn't bother making cartoons on them. This is Big Barry the Bear. But yeah, talking about the Osmond Brothers, I did make one of the Osmond Brothers. This one is Wayne. I did this a long time ago when I was a kid. I used to be funny with this. I used to sit him on my arm and bring him out used to carry him around. It's fun to find some old drawings you did when you were way back when. And just him up, gave him some hair. I don't know if anybody knows Porgy Van the Raiders, but this is Porgy Van the Raiders. This is Mark Lindsay. This one here is Barry Maguire. He's a guy saying you with destruction and all. But I made a cartoon of him when he came to know the Lord, and he made an album called The Polka Dot Bear, and he has some characters called the Polka Dot Bear and Pokey the Porcupine. So I did an animation, or actually I did a puppet show. Now I'm going to thinking about animating that. And this is the Polka Dot Bear. And this is Pokey the Porcupine. But I used Pokey the Porcupine in my End of the World movie too, and the Polka Dot Bear too. Now, way back in 1970, I guess you'll see somebody's head in behind me. I don't know if you can see it really. I bet all of you know who this guy is. I see that guy over there, yellow face. I don't know how many of you know Bobby Sherman. He was a big singer. He was one of my favorites when I was a little kid. And he still is. I love his singing. I still play his records. I made a cartoon on him. And I did a series called Bobby Sherman and the Astronauts, where Bobby Sherman, Armstrong, and Biggie were together in early 1970. This is an original drawing of how I used to draw Bobby Sherman's cartoon. This is an actual original. Way back when uh, I was 11 years old. That's how I used to draw my characters. And I also was introduced to sparkles when I was a little kid. I had fun with sparkles. I put sparkles on them. I put sparkles in his eyes. And I was learning how to draw, even way back then, I have to have something has to be animated. Got to move, right? I joined them up, make them move. So that's how I used to draw when I was a kid. And then his original cartoon, uh, I tried to reconstruct it. As I got more and more, I made him a little better, put the right color hair and everything on him. So I animated. This is a new modern version of this. I couldn't find this guy when I was doing the animation. I found him in the closet when I was digging when I had the flood. I didn't get room. I found him. It's nice to have something from your past. I'm gonna put him over there. And then that was a reconstruction of that one. But now this is what Bobby Sherman looked like in 1984 when I make him now. He looks more like Bobby Sherman now. When I first drew Armstrong's cartoon way back then, during the time of Bobby Sherman, he was about the same kind of round, funny looking head like that, which I had the original drawing. But then I reconstructed it to a modern one. And that's how I originally drew him. Way back, I'm going back to 1969. I had this one, but it was more of a rounded head. But this is more modernized. And then, of course, you see the more recent Armstrong cartoons I do now. That he's more lifelike now. Now, way back in 1969, 1967, I made a cartoon girl called Kind Girl, and this is what she looked like. I was starting to draw. The reason why I can reference her pretty good, close to what she really is because I drew her picture all over my records. Whatever records, because my sister and I, we used to buy the same 45s. We used to complain, which one? That's my record. No, that's my record. So what I did on my records, and I put my cartoons on there. And so I had some of my records had Kind Girl on it. That's my record. You see? I always decorated them. Why not, right? My record. Yeah, no, you can't deny that one. Okay, you know how that was. Not way back there in the Kind Girl days, I had cartoon characters called Pinky, Penny, Richard, and Robin. They were part of the show called Botanical Gardens. It was a story. I don't have any of the original characters. This is by memory, but the faces of these characters, I got influenced. You remember way back in the 60s when you got those teen magazines? They had a thing for $1 or $2, whatever it was. There were cutouts of go-go dances, record players, and music notes. Well, the heads had a kind of a U face, and there were four of those characters is where I got influenced to make Pinky, Penny, Richard, and Robin. I called them that. By memory of those characters that were hanging on the wall, this is the characters, how I remember now. That these were all renewed constructions. I'm animating them. And this is Richard. This is this is yeah, this is Penny. This is Pinky. And of course, this is Robin. And of course, when I was a kid, I was drawing the Flying Nun cartoons way back in 1967. And I would draw the Flying Nun cartoon kind of like this. Of course, the more modern one, if you've seen it on the TV, on the show, What Goes Up Must Come Down, I draw her more, more detail now. But that's how I used to draw Flying Nun. I also used to make Flying Nun dolls out of stockings, which I probably would show that. And I guess Mr. Big Stuff doesn't like his ears. He lost them. I got to put the video back and see when those fell off his face. He had ears. He doesn't like his ears. He keeps dropping them off. Okay. Oh, you know what, guys? If you don't like, I can't take them off right now. If you don't like the ears, I'll take them off you later. You never know what goes on back there. But I'm not looking. This is Echo the Tiger. He's another one of my cartoon characters from way back in 67. I was influenced by two tigers that were out that used to be advertisements for things. Esso Extra Gasoline, which was Exxon now. And it's great, Sugar Frosted Flakes. So I kind of made this kind of tiger by those references. I remember my own tiger called Echo. He had a roar that used to echo. Oh, he used to knock these down, echo. He used to go, whoa, 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 whoa. And he used to go. Then I did, there used to be a movie out when I was a kid. I really fell in love with the Yarders. It was called Ring of Bright Water. I fell in love with that movie, Ring of Bright Water. And I liked otters. So I made a cartoon otter called Otterdy. So I made this cartoon when that movie came out. I think it was in 67 or so. And this is a picture of it with the body, kind of. And then I used to like to catch butterflies. I liked butterflies way back in 1966, 67. Actually, 66 I started it. I went to 67 and all. I made a butterfly cartoon called Flappy the Butterfly. And it's Flappy the Butterfly. And then I liked collecting ladybugs. So I made a ladybug cartoon. And I called her the Wee. I loved the way ladybugs when I was a kid. I used to put them on my fingers. And when I got to the edge, they would open up the back and the wings would come out. And I would go, Wee. And that's where I got the Wee from. That's why she's called the Wee. Yeah, a little kid, 8 years old. Then I had a dog called, I didn't have a dog, but I made a cartoon dog called Fluffy. And this is Fluffy the dog. Fluffy the dog. And now he's going to be with the Cosmos, and he's going to be called Mutnik. So he's graduating from Fluffy the dog to Mutnik. He's going to be in a series with Cosmos the bear and Ham the monkey. Leo the lion, that one person when I showed you Leo the lion, he's going to be Luna Lion. And there's another one I think and then I think I did a bear. I had to look back. This is Webby the spider. Was influenced by a Halloween decoration way back in 1960. Matter of fact, I have it still. I got it. I think it's 1960, 67. Way back when. I liked it. I decided to make a cartoon character on the spider. Let's see, Antioch spiders aren't the only spiders in my life that I make. We had Webby way before. Webby the spider. Hoo-hoo. After I show you, I'll go there and show you the real Webby. I got that from. Then I liked lobsters, and I Punchy the lobster. I made Punchy the lobster. That's Punchy the lobster. Now, of course, when I first drew him, this is a modernized one. I don't know what the original drawing looked like way back when, but it looked more like a lobster when I first made him. Yeah, more of that ugly looking lobster face. I don't remember exactly what he went. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. I've been working around the clock with that bloody room. But now, I had a little cartoon called, like, right before Little Mermaid ever even came out, or SpongeBob. I made a cartoon, Punchy the Lobster. I made like a mermaid girl. Her name was Telfa. Actually, I 3D animated her in a recent picture, something fishy with big stuff. The first 3D movie I made with big stuff. Actually, the second 3D movie I made. And then I had a wallpaper that had fish on it. And I made a fish called Bubbles. So this is Bubbles, the fish, and Telfa, the girl. And she would travel around in a seashell. You'll be seeing animations of all these. That's why I've been drawing them and remodeling them. Because these characters are going to finally see the big screen. Now, you may know in the unseen world there's the drippity drop. That drop that falls out of the water in slow motion. Way, way, way before I even made unseen world big stuff. During the time of Tell for the little girl, I went to a store. I used to go to the store. I used to have guy. I used to make friends with the guy in the store. And he had this display hanging up with showing a drop of water. I don't know what it was for, but it had a face on it, and it was cute. And I asked him after the advertisement to save it for me if he's going to throw it away, and he saved it for me. And I made a cartoon character called Drippity. So Drippity, and then later on he was promoted to the Drippity Drop. He'll be added in the Unseen World, but it was pretty much what it was like. With arms and legs. He has arms and legs in the cartoon. That's his face. And then I was being funny. I used to, in the botanical gardens. This is all parts of the botanical gardens, actually. These cartoon characters, I think they go in it because I made cartoons on acorns. I used to collect acorns. So what more? I made a cartoon called Acorn. Was kind of things I did when I was a kid. I would make cartoon characters out of everything. Then the pine cones, the honeycombs, they call them the pine cones, the honeycomb. That sap coming out, and I used to call them honeycombs, pine cones. So I made a character called honeycomb or pine cone. And then I didn't like the Dawns. You had to have a bad character in the cartoon. So I made a cartoon called Dawny. You kind of, if you rub them the wrong way, you get pinched. It's Dawny. Yeah. And all this crazy cartooning stuff started with an old cornflakes box when I was a little kid with the rooster on it. I think it's Cornelius Rooster. And I made the first cartoon character of. And Cornelius Rooster became a cartoon in my movies. And he was an annoying rooster. He would wake people up when they're trying to sleep. As soon as the sun went up, he would, and everybody was going, shut up. And everybody was throwing their pillows out the window at him, poor little rooster. So that was my cartoon history, some of it. Working on animation, so I'm sure you enjoyed those. A lot of that's what I've been doing behind the scene. I've been working on that before I got stopped with a flood. Oh, and by the way, this is Sam the Sham cartoon way back in. This was a 1972, 73 version of Sam. And of course, this is no picture of Bobby Sherman. The singer that I did Bobby Sherman the exercise with. It's kind of glaring a little. This guy here was funny. If you look at him carefully, you can see he's all torn up. Yeah, he was kind of resurrected. You know what happened to this album cover? It must have fell off the shelf I had it hanging up on. Because I hung the picture up. It must have fell down. I had a cat, my first cat in my room. Well, when this was on the floor, the cat decided to make a scratching post out of him. I came home one day, like, I was horrified. I got each and every piece of paper and glued them back together again. And I painted them up. I gave them a new eye. I kind of resurrected them. Get it? Resurrected to celebrate Resurrection Day. And I found this 2 days before. And I laughed. I said, Resurrection Day? Yeah. Ain't that the funniest thing? I don't know if you get good. I have it preserved in plastic now, so I don't get it. I'm not supposed to do it again. Poor Bobby. Well, you know, hopefully I don't have more mess like that I had to fix. So that's some of my history. So I guess, yeah. I, anyway, I guess read up some more things that you guys are saying. If anybody said anything. See if there's any questions I didn't answer. Let's see. CB96. Who's CB96? Message rejected? Related? Retired? I don't know what that is. Okay, let's see. Let me see if there's anybody here. I'm a track builder, Sonic Robin, Mario. What do you like to do? Nintendo. It's amazing. Andrew. And I make a munch animatronic. Have you made an embryo animatronic? Yeah, I'm working on that one. I'm looking at all the things you guys said. Andrew, yeah, we make a hard lock bear. Which hard lock bear do you like? Repeat. Bob Black, how do you get? How did I get scammed? Very easily. When my sister was alive, she was investing money for me for my future. And I don't know what she was doing, so she was putting money away to try for my future. And that was many years ago, and I had no idea what she did with the money, and there's no nothing. I get this phone call from Brooklyn because I was started to do this in Brooklyn before I came here to Florida. And I get this call from Brooklyn, and they kept calling on the phone, kept calling. And I thought maybe it's a friend from Brooklyn trying to get back, get back in contact with me because I've been here. Actually, April 2nd was the 23rd year I'm here in Florida from New York. So I'd celebrate my 23rd year here too. Not to mention the 51st year coming up for big stuff. But then I was getting a new phone. I was setting up a new phone with numbers. And this thing just kept calling and calling. I said, you know what? Let me answer this call, see if it's somebody I know from New York trying to get back to me. Maybe an old friend of mine trying to get in contact with me. Well, I get this call on the phone saying, well, I've been trying to get you for so long, blah, 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 blah. I'm from financial, whatever. Telling money increase. He had all the information about what my sister was doing. I don't know how he got it. I guess he got it from whatever my sister was doing. And he told me my money grew a significant amount and I had my income. And at this time, my air conditioner was broken. And I thought that this was my dream come true. That I finally get this money, get a new air conditioner, and have more than enough money to fix my house up that needs desperate repair, all new stuff. I was going to remodel my whole house and have it working good and make it look good because it does need a facelift. And then have some money so I can play and make all these animatronics you want me to make. I can make real professional ones because I had enough money to do that. So I thought that was what I had. I thought I had my dream come true. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure, in case this is a scam, because I kept saying, "You sure you're not scamming me? You sure this is real?" He sent me emails and everything telling me that it's not a scam. He showed me email, he showed me a website, he showed me a number, he gave me everything, and it made sense. Okay, now I didn't want it to interfere with my Social Security check that I'm surviving on, just in case it is a scam. And I did not want to give out any real personal information where I'm doing all my, because I got a friend that's doing all my banking for me and doing so because I have dyslexia and I'm not wise enough on doing numbers too good. I may know how to do animatronics and mechanical things in movies, but when it comes to numbers and adding things up, and I get confused. So I had to have an expert help me with that and writing things out on paper and spelling. Not my favorite subjects. I wish I could do them as good as I do my animations and my dolls. If I could only do it as good as I do this, it'd be wonderful, but I can't. I don't. I got dyslexia, so it disables me from doing that the right way. So I have a professional person doing it. So I didn't want to interfere with that. So I said, it's a lot of money, and I don't want to interfere with anything. Can you set up me a separate bank account with that money? Because it's supposed to be a tax-free thing. It was supposed to be like, I don't know what it was. Whatever he said, I don't remember it. So he said yes, he can do that, and he has to process it. So he asked me to give him some money to process it. He had carriers come down and talk to me. He kept having people coming. The day that he was supposed to deliver my first check, never showed up. Once I go back for the contact on the computer, wasn't able to get through. Called him, he never answered the phone. Nobody showed, nobody came, nothing. Until I knew I got scammed. So I lost a lot of money that way, and I thought I was going to get an air conditioner. And it's murder when you don't have an air conditioner, believe me, especially when it gets hot. Right now, it's not too bad. I got the flood, too. The house is upside down. I have such a mess. But you know what? I'm not going to let that stuff get me down. It's only money. Always can be replaced. Like, as long as I have my life and my health, and I got Biggie, and all my good memories. I got my boys, I got my cartoons, I got you guys, audience. I got, most important of all, I got Jesus. I got the Lord. The one who we celebrated. Was for him, I won't be able to keep everything together, The Lord's good. Especially after I saw some stuff that was valuable to me that got some, I got room for the flood. I was able to stay calm, was able to fix it. It was fixable. It wasn't too bad. I mean, I wish it didn't happen, but what am I going to do? As long as I could do something with it, it's fine. It would always be a reminder of what I went through, how the Lord saved me through the flood. He saved me through the fire. Now he saves me through a flood. And I'm sure he'll get me back with the locusts is stolen too. So I'm not going to let it bother me. Eventually I'll get money coming up and be able to do some more work. But in the meanwhile, I had to make sure I pay my bills first before I can play. And so little by little, whatever I got in the house, I'm making things with. I still got to get some servo motors, so I can't really do too much. And I also got to buy some more latex rubber. Everything costs money before you can do stuff. So, But as I get it, it will come to pass. What I want to do is try, because I got to try to get money up somehow. If I get me a new air conditioner. Right now, that's why you haven't seen me for a while on YouTube. I've been cleaning out a flood and going through all that stuff. And I'm going to have to get back to going back to work again. I got to eat my dinner, and then I got to start working. And maybe a while before I get back on again. But next video I'll do is soon. I'm going to do, of course, we're going to still have that big stuff celebration. I got to finish up another part of a movie skit. I want to try to get up for the Biggie Odyssey. A Biggie Odyssey 2021. The 51st year of the celebration. The 27th of this month is a celebration where the Jubilee year big stuff the 50th year ends up in the beginning. Now, next week is Apollo 13 week. I'm going to relive the whole mission from launch day all the way to splashdown day. And if I got time, I'm going to do little short videos in between about it. So, but I got a site that I found on YouTube that has a whole mission. And I'm going to be in my globe. You listen to that as I'm doing stuff. So I'm going to get into all that. So I should see you. Maybe my next video will be for Big Stuff Day. Or maybe before. Depending on where the Lord leads me. And if I continue working on puppets and things, I'll be showing you. I also have Big Stuff puppet to go along with my other puppets I showed in the beginning of the video. When I get motors and stuff and I finish these things up, I'll show you how I make them. How I animate little small animatronics and show you how you could do it yourself too. You can make your own animatronics. Very simple. I get all my motors from Robot Shop. Robot Shop has good price on stuff, and they got free shipping. If you order stuff $100, you get free shipping. I think $70 you get free shipping. Like buy a whole bunch of servos at one time when I order from them. I get those little tiny servos. I think they're like $5 each. And you can get servos as low as $5 all the way up to $30, depending on what size you need for your animation. But I get everything from Fight Plops, and then I get my latex rubber from, and I get everything from Robot Shop as far as the animatronic parts, like the servos and the wires and all that stuff. Then I get controllers and servo controllers, and I get a latex rubber from Fight Plops. Fight Plops makes a servo controller called a Picatorque that can control 3 servo motors automatically. And as you talked about, will move. You can make an animated head with the eye wink and the head turn and a mouth movement. And you want to make a life-size character, which I'm working on the big Billy Bob over there. And then they got they sell the clays, monster clay. It's all kinds of sculpturing stuff you need so you can do making the molds and the latex rubber. And then there's another place I go to, Easy Robot, where you can get motors too and servos and 3D printed parts, and you get a different kind of controls from him as well. And he shows you how to program everything simple. But I need a new computer to run that program because the one I have doesn't work anymore. You know how it is. These break down. And now that it's old, it's obsolete, they may have something new now. That was many years ago. I don't know what they got now. So that's how I do things. Well, everybody, it's nice talking to you. I miss everybody. I'm sure you miss me. And I'll show you some stuff. I'm going to do some arts and crafts and all kinds of stuff. As soon as I get my room in order and figure out what's going on, I'll be back. I'm going to try to get back sooner. I'm surprised my friend Dylan ain't on. Well, as a shout out for Dylan, I'm glad he enjoyed the puppet I made him. I made him that MD Doom puppet, and I'm sure Dylan is enjoying it. And if you're seeing this video, Dylan, a shout out to you. And he's the one who he was very kind. He gave me a sewing machine, which makes sewing stuff a little easier when you're making puppets and stuff. Well, some puppets most of the puppets, when I make a puppet, I do have to sew a lot of hand sewing. There's a lot of inside. When you're making a puppet like this, they got to go like inside the head and inside the mouth plate, and sewing on the eyes. A lot of that stuff I got to do by hand. Or on the big seams, it can be done on the sewing machine. So you got to do puppets both ways. Yeah, and sometimes you got to use hand sewing for fingers like this. You see fingers? Ooh. I'm Eclipsio. Yes, we know you're Eclipsio. Eclipsio. I like the eclipses. I know you do. You like to make it get dark at night and drive Biggie crazy at night or day. I also make time go fast and make time go slow. It's meeting them. Didn't do that scene yet in one of my movies, but Eclipse on one of the stories. He drives Biggie crazy. I'm the trickster, that's why. Poor Biggie. He's got to put up with me, embryo. Zygote's nice. She doesn't bother him that much. Only when embryo makes us do something bad. And I'm getting a girlfriend called Luna. I wonder what her personality is going to be like. Well, I'm working on it. Can't wait to get her. She'll be coming soon. Rosie may do a video of building her life. Yes, that's what she had in the planning. I don't know when, but you see, March was my birthday, and she wanted to do an eclipse celebration. That's why she made me. But the flood, yeah, the flood, messed things up a little. But we'll get done. You know how that is. It's an odyssey, right? You plan a moon mission, it winds up being a covenant rescue mission. Yep, that's what happens to things. Well, to Apollo 13. You never know. All we can do is plan our day, but sometimes the Lord has it a different way. But you know what? He helps us through. And that's all that counts. As long as you have the Lord, you can go through everything. You can go through any storm life may bring. That's right. And the Lord will see you through. Well, this is RG Jubilee and Eclipsio saying bye for now until the next video. And this is a shout out to all Mosley's greatest friends. Yep, everybody. I hope you had a great Easter and a good time. And you enjoyed this video. It is nice sharing things with you guys. I'll keep updates, let you know how my progress and my have in this house is going. Until then, I am going to still do my big stuff celebration. There's nothing going to get in the way of Biggie. We're going to have a big time, good time celebration. Yay! Well, until then, this is RG Jubilee saying ciao for now. Until the next big stuff moment. See you around. Love you all. A big shout out to all my fans. Bye. See you around.